Tell us one thing you admire about Uncle Andrew and how has it impacted your life?
Hey, Uncle Andrew. Yeah, this is Clement. I just want to just send some shout out to you even on this Father's Day. I just want to let you know that you are a real, role model inside of my life. If I were to identify like one trait in you that I see that I like, that really just stand out, and it is just your love for God. You are someone that's very passionate about Jesus and what you believe in, and that has made an impact on my life, as a young man. And how has your passion for Christ, made an impact on my life is that it caused me to want to be holy. It caused me to want to ensure that I live a life pleasing to God. And I must say, your marriage is also an encouragement, the way how you and Auntie Donnette just love each other.
Hey uncle, one thing that I really admire about you is your wisdom, right? And how you allow God to really just use it, right? To just disciple and teach other people. Trust me, I really appreciate all the times that you've taught me. I still remember the Thursdays we used to meet up in the office, in the guidance council office, and just talk. And trust me, right, all that you've taught me has helped me to be the person I am right now. So just thank you.
Shout out to Minister Norman for his amazing display of the life of Christ. I've learned how to really root myself in God through his life, his passion, his enthusiasm for God and for the Word of God, and to see persons get saved has been one of the things about him that truly pulls me to him. And I've learned that being around him, trust me as a child of God, you can't live a mediocre Christianity. You have to live it up. Passion and with purity. You have to be all out for God. He has shown me that.
One thing I admire about Uncle Andrew is that he's not afraid to stand up for what is right. If something is done wrong, he will say something, not forcefully, with a certain kind of grace, just to ensure that the matter is dealt with in a healthy way, for everyone moving forward. And that's something that I recognize is very important, especially in terms of leadership, not just allowing things to happen, but standing upon the godly principles, that I've learned. There'll be situations that I'll face, where right is right and wrong is wrong, and it's necessary to say something, to speak up, to address it, not just to let it slide. And I've been seeing just different situations come up in my life, and I'm thankful that I can look to Uncle Andrew as an example of how to deal with these kind of situations with that kind of grace, but with that kind of sternness, just a conviction to know what am I standing upon. And so I really appreciate that, and I'm thankful for you, Uncle Andrew.
His ability to encourage you and provide you with sound godly advice. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you are doing. Once Uncle Andrew begins to talk with you, he's not going to end the conversation without giving you sound, moral, godly advice. And I thank you for that, sir, because it has played a world of a difference in my own personal life. I've also started to use the same principle in my life and ministry, where I provide advice to those who I converse with, because I recognize that in this day and age that we live, people don't just only want advice, but they want sound, godly advice as to the directions that they need to take in their life as well. And so today, sir, I know I'm not the only person that has been impacted by your advice, but I just want to say thank you today, sir.
The thing I admire about Uncle Norman is his passion towards God and towards things of the Lord. It's really and truly second to no other. And that really has impacted me, with regards to meetings, with regards to doing, my best for the Lord and ensuring that we do our best, for God and really seeking God first. One thing I admire, the first thing that comes to mind is, again, that passion. He's really and truly a man that's after God's own heart.
What do I admire about Uncle Andrew? Him simple and humble. Like a childlike behavior, but him ever smiling when him talk to people, Him just have this approach where when him deal with people, when him have a conversation with people, things I know the people them long time. Uncle Andrew just have conversation, just interact with people. You can sense that love inside of him for people. And sometimes I ask him introduce you to somebody. I say, oh, this is Chris man. He just come here, He had the plumber, for example, sake. He just come here to the plumber about 5 minutes ago. And you wonder if him know the person a long time the way them that talk before. That's Uncle Andrew. And I myself, I can say that I admire that personality so much that it becomes even a part of me every time or most times I'm having a conversation with somebody. He is the one that comes to my mind at times when I'm doing that. And sometimes I just see myself sometimes when Uncle Andrew talking, when I'm talking to people, getting to know people.
Uncle Andrew was my guidance counselor while I was going to Ulmer's Boys. And I remember during the college application period, I had to be in his office quite often. And I remember going there each time, he would always have a story from the Bible or a story from his own personal life that he would just use as words of encouragement, and I would say these stories definitely had a big impact on me as they allowed me to really invite God further into my situation, which at the time was applying to colleges. I'll forever be grateful for Uncle Andrew's guidance and his encouragement and inspiration to just invite God in everything that you're doing.
What I really admire about you, Mr. Norman, is that you epitomize Jesus' words in the book of St. Matthew where he says, I am meek and lowly of heart. When I hear that scripture, I always think of you, and that has impacted me by way of example, because I see meekness in your life, and at the same time there's so much power that is behind your life, in your marriage, in your ministry, in just the way you deal with people. And it's a great example to me, and it has impacted my life. This is your son, Stephen.
Hey, uncle. What's up? So, one thing I admire about you greatly is your leadership skills. The way how you just deal with people. There is a cautiousness, there is humility, and there is just this sweet spirit in your dealings, and that has really inspired me. And as any great leader, how has it really impacted me in my life? Like, as any great leader, the follower would want to become like that great leader, and you taught us, you're the one who taught me that in order to be a good leader, you first have to be a good follower. Yes, you really drilled that home. You and Auntie done it, but this is your moment. Yeah, big up, uncle. Yeah, really big up.
Okay, so one thing that I admire about Uncle is the way that he treats Auntie Donnette. His relationship with Auntie Donnette is one to look up to. Every time I'm engaging my wife in something, I always remember the way how Uncle Andrew would speak to Auntie Donnette, and just how he cares for her, and it has helped me to be a better husband to my wife.
For me, Uncle Andrew is a very calm and humble person. I really admire that, and in my own life I really aspire to be try to be calm and humble as he is. And next thing I also admire about Uncle Andrew is that he's always by Auntie Donnette's side. They're always with each other, you know. He's a very wise person, always there to, you know, impart wisdom. And anytime I call Uncle Andrew, he's there to answer, you know. Yeah. And those are just a few things I admire about Uncle Andrew.
What is one unique phrase you'll use to describe Uncle?
A phrase to describe you, I'd definitely say passionate for Christ. That's my phrase. You're passionate for Christ, you know.
Uncle Andrew, the righteous mega mind, because God placed all the wisdom in his mind for righteousness.
Effervescent. He is vivacious and enthusiastic about what he does for the Lord, and he gives off fuzzy bubbles that you cannot help but catch and become a part of what he is driven to do, and the mandate that the Lord has given to him.
One unique phrase I would use to describe Uncle: righteously real. What that means to me, you represent what it means to be a real man. So continue being real for the Lord.
Spiritual strange teacher, unique phrase.
Here's the phrase that uniquely identifies you, Mr. Norman: gentle giant. That is to say, is not apparent of the magnitude of power that is behind your life and is seen as soon as you interact with somebody. Is very gentle, but at the same time it's extremely powerful.
So do you have any words of encouragement for Uncle Andrew?
My encouragement for you today, Mr. Norman, is to keep walking with the Lord and don't become weary in anything that you are doing. Your life has impacted many, and it has impacted me personally, and I see a great example of a husband, a father, and a man of God in your life. Keep doing what you are doing.
Continue to be a role model. I encourage you to be a role model in your marriage, during your marriage, at school, wherever you go, how you interact with people. Continue to be a role model. Non-stop. Don't stop.
On this Father's Day as well, Uncle, I just want to encourage you to stay in God. Just keep your heart set on God and just do whatever He asks of you.
I want to encourage you to encourage him to continue to be that person that, really and truly, all I see is Christ and the life of Christ. Humble, truly humble, and I really admire these characteristics.
Continue to give us your sound godly advice, even when we don't ask for it. Continue to be the individual that you are, led by the Spirit to do the work of the Lord and the mission of God.
I honestly believe that you should continue being who you are, being a man of God, being really and truly after God's own heart, continuing to make disciples, making young women and young men who are unashamed of the gospel, unashamed of their faith, and unashamed of their purity. Truly, His reward in heaven will be great.
So, Uncle, I just want to encourage you to just continue being a real man. Continue being a real man. Well, I'm just happy for this moment right now, because you're the one who drove home that real man concept to me, you know. Continue being responsible, you know, very responsible. Continue being empowered by God, you know, fueled by God. God's that engine, everything. Yeah, continue being ambitious and authentic, and continue being a leader, you know. You know, you're a very good leader, and you know, we all can attest to that. And enjoy the day. Enjoy the day to the fullest. All the best, Uncle. All the best, you know.
Uncle, I just really want to encourage you. Just continue doing what you're doing, because obviously it's working, right? The guys are here and we really appreciate you. So just continue to let God use you.
Uncle, continue being the humble man of God you are, and continue to stay by Auntie Donnette's side.
Happy Father's Day, Uncle Andrew.
Happy Father's Day, Uncle Andrew.
Uncle, you see this fist bump? It's for you. Happy Father's Day, Uncle. Honor to where honor is due, and for you too, hoot, a general salute. Keep being a soldier for the Lord, Uncle. Bless up.
Happy Father's Day, Uncle, a father to many. Big up yourself.
Happy Father's Day, Uncle Andrew. Hope you enjoy this day.
I want to say Happy Father's Day to you for being an amazing mentor and a true man of God. May the Lord richly bless you, sir, and may His grace continue to be upon your life as He inspires you to inspire us. God bless you. Thank you.
So I just want to use this opportunity to wish you a happy Father's Day. You are a father figure in my life, and I hope that you live to see many, many more Father's Day. Bless up, Uncle.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you, Uncle. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Uncle Andrew.
Happy Father's Day, Uncle Andrew. You are one of the best fathers, you know. You don't have any children for yourself, but you have all of us as your children who you help to grow and, you know, just be there for us, you know. And I'm grateful that God has placed you in my life.
父亲节快乐！父亲节快乐！ Happy Father's Day, Mr. Norman. That was Happy Father's Day in Chinese. Have a good one.
He's extremely passionate for God, passionate towards passion, passionate towards purity. Happy Father's Day.